Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dem Drunk Blokes to Delta Green. Yay!
Yay!
With me, as before, is the Frankie playing Hawkins, me playing Pat, and Hamhock playing everything else
with the same accent as well. The same
Where are we?
characters. Where are you?
What are we doing? Where are we? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm suffering from heat stroke, and it's been 2 weeks since we last played, so bear with us. Carry on.
It'll be fine.
You're racing just a little the world's shortest recap. You're effectively driving a walk-in fridge with what some people might describe as bodies in the back, and you're having a grand old time.
Did I get Digit from the other car?
Would you like to have got to Digit?
Yeah, I want to bring Digit with me. I like Digit. I've since formed a bond with Digit and his antics.
Digit is going wild. He's a he? Is he a he?
He's an Apache helicopter.
It is going wild. So you remember that previously it was trying to roll kind of knowingly, trying to roll the jar out of the car.
Yeah.
It's just going crazy, rolling.
I turn up the radio and then bounce with him.
It's like pushing back, trying to say it's in the front with you. It's trying to get into the back, but only in terms of its center of gravity. It can't go anywhere. It's in a jar. Yeah.
It wants to rejoin the rest of the goop.
Yeah, it's the goop magnet. Maybe we could use it to identify goop.
Give it to the goop. Go on.
No.
Give it to the goop. Rejoin the goop.
Right, so we're on our way to a downtown bar to hunt for Enrique Consuave. Tally ho!
Enrique Suave. Where is downtown Mill Creek?
Not by the golf course.
I don't suppose it is. So you were effectively saying you were meeting him at a bar at 1 p.m. It was a bit hard and loose, but you've got a couple of hours.
He's following us anyway, so it won't be a problem for him to find the bar.
You've got a couple of hours between now and 1 p.m. We're saying it's 11 a.m. Are you doing anything, or are you going to go downtown and just make it up as you go?
Yeah, I'm going to go downtown. I've got the dictaphone ready. I've got my wakizashi that I stole from the Yakuza ready. I've got this. I got this covered, guys. Don't worry.
We had a hearty breakfast. I seem to remember having a hearty breakfast with Stubbs before, at the beginning of the day. So I guess we don't need to eat again. So
ever.
Well, for a lot, it was a big breakfast, so I think we'll be good until at least 2-3 o'clock. I guess maybe we hit the bar a little early, case it out.
Which bar?
The bar we're meeting him in.
We didn't. We just said the bar downtown. Maybe we should pick a bar. Can we try bars a few times? See which one looks nice.
Build Mill Creek with me. So, what sort of bar are you looking for?
Well, I'm thinking the down and dirty bar. We don't want to go to some gastro pub.
Yeah,
it might have families in it for lunch or whatnot.
Yeah, we want to go somewhere that's basically smells of beer and sadness.
Yeah, maybe a pool table that's slightly wonky in it that pisses everybody off.
Got a little rip, never been fixed.
Yeah, one owner, probably ex-con, he did a diamond heist back in a major city, used all his money to buy this bar, and is now stuck here doing boring shit. Name's Steve.
Somewhere where you could go and have a clandestine meeting with someone, basically, a shithole.
Not too fancy, not too rough, not too busy, not too quiet. Rough around the edges.
I want it quite quiet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe just the local biker gang inside. That'll do.
Well, most places are quite quiet at 11 a.m. round here anyway. There's people have got a drink. The place is open. There's always people who need to get away from whatever they want to be doing or whatever their people whatever their wags want them to be doing. There's a little sports bar called Steve's Place downtown. Does shit in a tray as well. So if you're hungry, which you're not, you could buy Suave a fine 1-course
dictaphone
scampi in a basket. A dictaphone in a basket. Exactly.
Might go in and arrange that.
Batter it and fry it, innit? So
just so he's like, oh, thanks for the food, and then it's there, and he's like putting it in his mouth, and I can just wallop it straight down the back of his throat.
There's parking straight. This is straight out onto the road. It's got this place has got a little bit of a whiff of a continental Irish bar, but it's as far from an Irish bar as you could.
They've got a fucking bicycle on the ceiling.
Exactly, it's got like a sign that says "pub" in neon on the window. This is a pub, and there's parking off street. And what time do you want to be arriving there?
I think we would have cased the road a couple of times if we was at the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, let's say it's maybe like, 20-minute, half-hour drive to the bar from the hospital?
And do we want to stick the fridge on wheels outside, or do we want the back entrance?
We'll have it in the off-street parking, surely.
Near an exit, that's all that counts for me. It's the closer to the exit is the better.
Well, we'll give you a side road which goes down into like the
kitchen entrance. That'll do.
Yeah, a series of garages, a dead end kitchen entrance, a few biffa bins, and there's like a row of car parking on the one side. Down there is a gold Mercedes, nice and early. Yeah, it is his, 100% his, and he's sitting in it. You're casing it. He hasn't seen. Oh, he might not have seen you, but while you're driving around, you spotted that his car was there, and what looks like him sitting in the car.
Is it such a narrow alleyway that if I was to continue driving down it, like it would block him in?
You could easily block him in if you parked alongside him.
Just reversed up with the doors ready. Just grab him and fucking launch him into the wagon.
Well, I'm thinking like, me, the player, is thinking like, obviously, if we're going to snatch him up, right?
Then... Well, me, the player, is thinking that he looks like he's sitting in it. Looks like he's sitting in it means he's already fucking dead. And I'm going to get really bored.
That's dark. Even for you, that's dark.
Walk up and stab a corpse.
I'm going to drive down the alley towards him.
Can you reverse?
Yeah, that's a better idea. Is that possible? Can we reverse down the alley?
Of course you can. Yeah,
because it's a dead end the other end, so reverse, and then you're ready to escape.
Yeah, reverse down the alley.
Stupid.
And stop reversing at a point where it would, we would be very close to him, but it would also stop him pulling his car out or trying.
Yeah, you could. He's pulled his car in front of another car, so he's facing away from the road. If you reversed in and slightly angled in front of him, he couldn't go forward and he can't go backwards. His only route of escape would be maybe a 6-point turn onto a little kind of sidewalk in front of the kitchen doors, and then kind of a further 7-point turn, or like a very, if he was looking to escape quite quickly, he'd need to do a 4-point kind of maneuver and then reverse back out onto the main road. And it wouldn't make it easy. The other, if you really wanted to block him in, then you could just.
We're snaffling him up now, right? It's all a go. As soon as we've done this, we're not meeting him in the bar.
So David, as he's pulling up, he's going to be looking in the mirror and say, "Pat, I'm pretty sure that's Suave's car."
Yeah, got him. And I jump out with the dagger, with the jar, walk up to the window, smash straight through, and I grab him. Okay. Is he alive?
Yes, very alive and very
cool. I smash him a couple of times with the other hand, just like try and daze him. I drag him out through the window, drag him to the back of the van, throw him in, and then get with him.
That sounds so straightforward. Let's make a little game of it, shall we? So you very quickly run up to his driver's side door, yeah.
Yeah.
that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Assuming that he's not looking out for you, there's probably not much he can do anyway in his current position. Let's slow things down a little bit, like round by round. What is your dex, by the way? I've actually forgotten.
Because I haven't got it up because I forgot about that bit. My dex is 14.
14. Beautiful. You round by round. The first thing you do, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're going through the window. And
walk up to the car. The way you do this is you put your body weight against the car door so they can't open it.
Sure.
Whatever you've got to smash the glass with, you hold in your hand and you go bang this way through the glass.
Oh yeah, I don't mind how you go through the glass. What I'm more interested in is what Enrique is doing, trying to get something out of his glove box while you're approaching his car.
Well, you're going to get aired out by Enrique Suave.
It would happen too fast for him to lean over to the glove box, but yeah, go for it.
Possibly.
This man of superhuman reaction.
This is so you're going to get the first round in this is going to be you having access to his car and him, which is fine. Absolutely. You're handy. Your dex is reasonably high. You're going to roll me a dex though against his.
Okie dokie. Does that work?
I think it does.
What did they get?
Oh, well, I never. Your next move, you are going through the window and you're grabbing him, right? You're basically giving him like a hug, like.
No. One hand and then daze hits to the face so that he's confused.
Yes.
Bosh.
Roll me some damage for an unarmed. Bare hands is 1d4 minus 1.
Oh, right, thanks.
What I actually want you to do is to
nothing on there, so 1d4. I
want you to roll me
nothing.
Okay. That was effectively like an unopposed strike, because while he's expecting you, he's not expecting to be I don't think anyone in the right mind would be expected to be abducted in broad daylight. I think that's somewhat working to your advantage. Roll me a 2 hit, please, but with a 20% bonus.
So what is this 2? Sorry, I don't have any weaponry or anything like that on my sheet.
Okay, fine. So this is unarmed combat, correct? You are literally like gonna lay him out, correct?
Sort of, yeah.
On your character sheet, you have. Let me look. I can't remember the last time I looked at your bloody character sheet. On your character sheet,
didn't put in any items or anything like that, so
you have unarmed combat, and you basically could click on that. I think it's 70. It's very high. It's unlikely you're going to fail, but there is a chance.
Oh right, yeah, there we go.
Roll me damage again. 1d4 minus 1. You're going in with your bare hands, right? Not Are you using the dagger? Yeah.
The butt of the dagger would be in that hand.
Okay.
That would smash the window. Grab with that hand, and then a few sharp jabs to the face, the temple. Confusion, like so he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Fine. This is somewhat working. You're going to roll me an unarmed combat once more as well. He's not doing so well. He's trying to dodge you, but he's got nowhere to dodge.
So at this point, I think David's a little bit concerned about what's going on. We haven't really discussed. Like, I thought we were coming here to meet Enrique Suave.
Bit late now, motherfucker.
Yeah. So David just wants to look out, like check her out. Is anyone like watching this?
No.
Doesn't matter. We'll be gone in a minute.
David, you see that there is a security camera in the over the door of the kitchen.
Shouldn't be on that, should we?
I wouldn't have. No, it's not. It's not. It's pointing at the doorstep. It's pointing at the door. Like if someone knocks on the door, it's to identify who's at the door rather than who's parked at.
Okay.
You think, Pat? At this point, you've got a person. You've got Enrique in the car who is initially tried to grab something out of his glove box, failed, and then is trying to fend you off. He did quite well initially, and then once you started like properly getting in there, he's starting to like piss blood everywhere, but he's freaking out. He's still lively. He's still trying to get away from you. Give me another. You gave me another unarmed combat. Roll for damage.
It's a D4, right?
Yeah.
1.
Christ. He's now screaming somewhat and like trying to kick away from you by kicking on the door that you're leaning against.
Yeah, that gives me no purchase.
He's not in a very good position. He's trying to dodge you. He doesn't appear to have much in his. I don't know why I clicked dodge on yours then. Are you dodging? You succeeded. Well done.
I dodged his kick.
As soon as David hears the screaming, he's jumping out the van, drawing.
No, stay in the van. We need to go. Shut up.
No, he's drawing a pistol. Like this is taking too long.
It's just taken less than fucking 6 seconds.
Yeah.
He's screaming now, and you're like,
Going, at which point I'm going to shove something down his fucking throat.
Enrique is like starting to. He can't see now. You've popped his nose a little bit. He's kind of scrabbling. He's like now scrabbling around. He's not like he's not. He's still resisting. I think it looks like it's in this short space of time. He's trying to get out the passenger door, but only you're holding him. Yeah, he's trying his best to get away.
So I'm going for the passenger door. I'm going around the other side of the car.
Mm-hmm. He's screaming. You're close enough to be able to get to the passenger door, but not to do much else at this point. Pat, roll me another unarmed, just to keep laying away at him.
I think I don't know.
See, Pat's getting a bit pissed because he was expecting Enrique just to like give up and like pass out.
Not really, but it's literally just to be stunned so I could drag him out the window.
Yeah,
I mean, what is he doing?
He's not having. He's freaking out for whatever reason. Maybe do you think it's not stalling? He's not thinking that someone might be coming to the car to like help him out.
Because this happens so fast. I don't understand why it's going on so long.
Yeah. Roll me damage.
I'm going to drag him out the fucking passenger door.
Roll me damage. He's now. If you imagine like a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum, he's now kind of doing that, but in kind of wailing and screaming.
Not a fucking broken jaw, he ain't.
Yeah, he is. He's still breathing. What did you roll damage?
Dagger in the sheet down his throat, so he gags him.
Okay.
And then I just pull him out. I mean, I have done this multiple times in real life. Yeah. It doesn't go this way.
Yeah, well, if you're not very descriptive, this is how it goes. Dave, you're pulling it. You're now pulling him out of his side of his car.
Yeah, so I want to open the passenger door, grab his collar, and just drag him the fuck out the car.
Yeah. I'll allow Dave. I see what's going on. He's got his pistol in hand, but I think that. Give him some signs because this seems to be taking forever anyway. So might as well throw up some gang signs.
My idea is to wrench him out of the car, like into the gutter, and to push the gun into the side of his head and say, "Be quiet."
He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He doesn't know where the hell he is. He's been brutally assaulted. And his kick, he should be dead, but again, he's panting and he's reaching for his sock.
Don't let him stand on his hand. I mean, this is a contortionist as far as I'm concerned.
So I'm going to use my years of training and just like restrain him in a probably quite a non-safe way, potentially compromising an airway, definitely restraining his arms. Police tactics.
Oh, bless. Do you feel something? You feel something for Suave? Do you feel sorry for him?
No.
No, he mugged us off. He's getting killed.
I thought he was inconsequential. The problem is, I was happy to go and speak to him, and now what's happened is like,
for some reason, with all the good rolls and what I explained, I managed to botch a fucking abduction.
He saw you coming from. He saw you coming from a mile off.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like he was overly prepared.
I'm going to try and restrain him. I'm going to try and restrain him. I'm going to try and hold his arms. Is there any way I can get like him restrained with one arm and get a bit of the old, banging with the old pistol butt?
He's not
to the side of the head.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
I want to send him to Sleepy Town.
Okay, go for it. He's not resisting. He was flashing around.
Fucking well is. He's trying to grab something in his sock. That's resisting.
No. He's just trying to grab something in his sock.
Just as you do casually. Right.
Yeah,
fine. So are you just gonna like roll him over, like stretch him out, pull him in like put his hands behind his back and like
then
zip time or something,
and then clock him at the base of the skull.
About here.
Yeah, exactly. Around here.
Okay. Roll me using the butt of your revolver, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me some damage for that. Are you just trying to knock him out, yeah? Just like Pat was trying to do, yeah?
Well, no, I'm trying to render him unconscious. Pat was trying to like stun him so he could drag him out the window. I'm trying to actually knock him out now. So what is this, unarmed combat?
No, I'm just going to let you do it. That's fine.
Unarmed? Or, what, you're just allowing it?
Yeah.
Damage.
He's unconscious then, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to look at Pat and say, get in the fucking van, and I'm just going to start dragging him into the back of the van.
I'll give you a hand. I'll pick him up and throw him in the back of the van. I want to be in the back with him.
Pat, what the fuck is this? What's going on?
I don't know. He's some kind of fucking superhuman, like, unstealable wanker.
I thought we were going to talk to him, Pat.
You are talking to him when he wakes up.
Pat, you didn't say anything. You just attacked him.
Well, you reversed it and blocked him in. I thought it was a good old go. I was going to do it in the bar, which I feel like we should have now because there would have been more room. He could have done his fucking wiggly jiggly shit.
You may have noticed that he didn't try to attack you back.
Fuck him. I don't care. He attacked me mentally.
Yeah, he was dodging quite successfully during that. If you can dodge in a car, that is. I think that's more kind of just trying to get as much things in the way as possible.
You've made this day go south. Do me a favor. Just don't kill him. If you're going to stay in the back with him, just don't kill him.
I promise nothing. Why are you sticking up for him?
I'm going to shut the door.
He done us over. He's obviously got info on us. He's been following us around. We think, fuck him.
I'm driving us away from here.
Your program says we need to get rid of the evidence. Here you go. Evidence cunt. Dead.
The door's shut. I'm in the front seat of the van. I've put some music on, and I'm now driving around for a little while. We don't have to meet Roberta until 2:00. It's probably all of 37 minutes past 11 now. If we could.
I think we said it was about 20. Would you say it was like 20? Did you say it was 20 to 1? And you were casing the place like 20 minutes beforehand. You were like casing around the place.
Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna drive around for a bit.
Okay. What have I got? Have I got my duffel bag with me? That had rope and other
accoutrement.
Yeah, you've got everything with you that you had in the car. You just transferred it to the front cab. You got a bench seat in the front of the vehicle. You got a bench seat, 3 seats effectively. Plenty of room between you to shove a load of crap, and there's box storage underneath your seat as well.
Well, I want my rope out of my duffel bag. I'm going to hog tie this wiggly motherfucker, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Yeah.
So he's hog tied in the back of your.
Yeah, I'm going to rub his face in the remains a bit.
He's still breathing. Luckily for you, I don't know. It's up to you what you want to do with him, but he's still breathing through a face full of blood. There's a lot of blood coming out of his mouth, but you know that, well, broken jaws and broken teeth, exactly. There's nothing like important really bleeding right now. Not that you value much of him to be important anyway.
I just want to wave the dictaphone in his face until he wakes up. See what this did? Did you see what happened here? See how clever you are now? Little prick. While he's hog-tied and unconscious, I better go through his pockets and whatever was in his sock and all that crap.
What was in his sock?
I guess in the sidearm.
Wouldn't that be a sock arm?
So you're in the back of the van. You're rifling through what he's got. Usual wallet. There's a couple $100 in cash in his wallet. A couple of credit cards. A national insurance card. Sorry,
home address.
National insurance card. Yes, we're in the UK now. Social security card. Driver's license with a home address.
All right, where's that?
He is from the East Coast, New Jersey.
Jersey, yeah, that's what you said before. All right, that adds up. Any kind of ID as a journalist?
Yeah. You've got.
Channel 8 News, Ocho.
You've somewhat got, yeah. You somewhat have a Channel 8 kind of vibe news thing, but it's out of date. It's not in date.
Cool.
So
that's fine.
From what you know about, no, just it's all rather self-centered.
Cool. That makes this easier.
You could do a little. You could do a bit more research on him if you wanted to. It's not too difficult to find stuff on him because he's in the public eye.
Nope, he ain't anymore.
He has no eyes.
So, right.
He's conscious. He's breathing. It's 1 o'clock on the dot, if you want it to be, and yeah. Well, I said that was pretty efficient, really. As you know, I haven't wasted any time. You were on time. He was on time. He's still alive, which is testament to how Pat might have wanted it to go.
Pat's not happy how it went.
You're not happy how it went. That's hilarious.
This is a failed job. I wouldn't expect payment for this in any way, shape, or form.
I think David is just now absolutely kicking himself at inviting Pat along, realizing that he must have had a complete lapse of judgment. Like he barely knew this guy.
Oh, shut up, Mr. Argues with every fucking person on the planet. Fucking hell. You're supposed to be the trained, cool homicide detective. Called everyone a cunt while you're trying to get information out of them.
I called no one a cunt. They were cunts.
You went out and screamed cunt as you had a fag. One of them. Now, I'm upset because this one's actually done us wrong. The others are just getting on with their lives.
I don't know how important he was. I think he may have been a red herring.
Don't care. He upset us. He conned us, and he's been following us.
He's been fingering you.
He definitely conned us.
Which is grounds enough for decapitation. I mean, but solicitation, no. Anal penetration. Something with a shun on the end.
Well, shun him then.
Right, Digit, you're coming with me.
He had a concealed weapon on it. He had what looks like a Ruger LCP, like a small snubby. So this is like not some 2-bit.
Yeah.
Not some 2-bit weapon that he had on him. It's not like a a tiny little lady's concealed weapon. This is a weapon that will do a little bit of damage. But certainly he was packing in his own little way. It is yours now.
Thank you. I got a weapon. Can you edit to my character sheet? Because apparently I've got nothing.
You've now got a leng. Excellent.
Little gully man, gully with a leng.
Yeah, the problem is though, last time you had a gun, you shot my dog. So
that wasn't Pat. That was someone else.
Yeah, that was a different reality, but still.
But Pat has a knife, which isn't on his thing. Well, I say a knife, it's more of a short sword, which I just fucking butted him to death with. And he wiggled about a bit.
I mean, I reckon trying to attack someone through a window, if they've got space to get into the passenger seat, like, they could get away. Never.
In my long career of being a cunt, that never happened.
I mean, if I ever had to fight you, I would choose fighting you through a car window over open ground.
Any day, to be honest. Any day.
All right. So I've got him. He's tied up. I've emptied him. Should I strip him? Yeah, I'm going to strip him.
I've emptied him.
Oh wow! I mean, did you use a finger? So you're going to strip him. You're going to bind him, and then just leave him on the floor in the back with a few bags.
No, I'm sitting in front of him, cross-legged, with his ID and that dictaphone, waiting for him to.
I don't know if I signed up for this, man.
I see. Right, got it. Are you driving? Are you driving around while this is happening? I'm just trying to.
I've got some tunes on. I'm panicking. I'm thinking
fucking digits going mental in the jar on the passenger seat. You can go your own way.
Fine.
You can go your own way.
Let's have a look. Roll me at. I'll do it. Okay. So, this is taking some time for him to wake up. Time is ticking. Been 15 minutes. He's still breathing. You've sat him up, and he's gurgling, and he's got a pulse, and he's stopped. He's stopped bleeding, but he is out. He'll occasionally have a little flicker, and he'll remain out. Whatever you did to him in that car. And whatever Dave did to him when he got pulled out of the car has certainly knocked the living daylights out of him. But he's breathing.
What I did to him was for his own good, to be honest with you.
If he'd just complied to being floppy like everyone else does, it would have been fine.
15 more minutes go, so it's been half an hour, and
I'll just knock on the back of the thing. I'm like, Dave, he's been unconscious for 30 minutes. He's basically dead. Can I just stab him?
Pat, we spoke about this, didn't we?
Yeah, well, if you're unconscious for 30 minutes, you've either gone into a coma, which is pointless anyway because we've got nowhere to store him. We'll just
have you tried lightly slapping his face like they do in the films?
Hang on. Wallop! Yeah, nothing.
You sit him up again.
I'm going to turn the music up.
You can go your own way. I start singing along.
The rate at which he's coming round, but he's drifting off again. So he's coming round and he's coming round more frequently. But this is taking a while. It's been 45 minutes now.
So I found nothing else in the clothes. Nothing a bit suspicious.
No.
What about mobile?
He's got a mobile phone on him. He's got the usual crap.
Get into his phone. Delete all his scores.
You break his phone. You use his thumb to unlock it. This is simple stuff. Are you having a rifle through his phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not just blindly just resetting it.
No. Just these high scores.
There are there's notes and bits and pieces. There's actually voice recordings on there. You look in. There's a voice recording from a few days ago when a couple of days. Well, day before. It was yesterday, actually, wasn't it? Sorry, 2 weeks ago.
There's looking at a phone. Can you play those voice messages out loud?
You can go your own way. I just sing back through the thing while I carry on doing what I'm doing.
There's a voice recording from that meeting that you had with the gentleman Torres who found the bodies. But there's nothing particularly revealing in there. It's all
Nothing on us.
nothing on you guys at all.
Any numbers I notice, like similar numbers we might have been using? Anyone we've spoken to, anything like that?
No, there's the number of the manager of the trailer park, the trailer home park. Nothing on there that like looks remotely similar to numbers you've got. You do a little contrast to compare because you've got time on your hands, and there's nothing in his phone box. He's got like 150 numbers, but it doesn't take that long to go through the stuff. There's nothing in there that's particularly weird. There's
What's the last number received call from?
Last number received was from David Bernays. And that was 45 minutes before you arrived. So what was that? So say about 12 o'clock.
Okay, when's the last call from either mum, dad, sis, or the kid?
You scroll through, and there's some people with the same surname as his. Everything's very formal on there. So you've got Maria Suave, which is the last one, which was a couple of days ago.
Cool. So,
it doesn't say wife. It doesn't say mum. It just says Maria Suave.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep in the phone, but it's just something else to scare the shit out of him when he wakes up.
Sure. So it's been 45 minutes. Are you going to hang on a bit longer? Are you losing your patience?
No, we're driving around somewhere. Am I killing him or what, Dave?
I am driving like closer and closer to the hospital, because I know that we're meant to be there at 2 o'clock, but I'm not like on the block. I'm kind of looping around.
Okay.
Why don't you actually make a sort of a concentrated effort to wake him up, Pat?
Yeah, so you slapped him in the face.
Mr. Suave, could you wake up, please? I tried, man. I really tried. He didn't have none of it.
He's becoming more lucid when he does come around. He's coming around every minute or so for a short period, and he's not intentionally going back to sleep. He's just been knocked for 6. Are you waiting a bit longer?
Yeah, we'll wait. I'll drive around a little bit.
I'm just there to terrify him when he wakes up.
I was wondering if your character is short of patience, which he does, then this will determine whether you're going to see him awake or not. It's been about an hour, and he.
If you're unconscious for an hour, it's coma. We might as well end it.
No, he's not been unconscious for an hour. He's been drifting in and out, and he, after about an hour or so, he, with one eye the other one is so puffed into oblivion. The one eye is now on you, and he is focused on you, and you've got his attention.
Hello, mate. How you doing? And I waved the dictaphone at him.
He coughs and splurts. He coughs and splurts "fuck you" under his breath. From what I can hear.
Oh, you upset, are you?
Enrique, don't do it.
Upset, are you, Enrique? How do you think we feel being played for mugs? Didn't think he was that smart, did you?
Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck have you done this?
My name's Agent Riggs, and you're fucked. Stepped on some toes you shouldn't have, didn't you? Mine, mainly.
Entirely.
Shut up. Go your own way.
He's surprisingly calm, actually. He coughs again and asks, "Where are we? Where are we?
You're on a fridge on wheels." Any other questions?
Where are we going?
Oh, where you're going, nobody knows. Round and round. Here we go.
You can barely hear him. He's not really got much articulation in his voice.
Right. So there's 2 ways this can go, Mr. Suave. I'm going to drop you off in the middle of the desert and you can walk home. But I do have your home address and Maria's number. And I'm going to keep your phone. I'm going to keep everything you had. And you're going to forget you ever saw us. Or if my partner decides, we might just run you over. But we'll see. How lucky do you feel?
He's dribbling. I think he would, if he could, he'd like to spit on you.
Okay.
And he kind of looks away. He's ashamed. You can see that he's ashamed in how he looks. He knows that he's busted up. He's ashamed that he's
Completely naked.
that he's in this state.
He's completely naked.
Yeah, well, he's in reasonable shape for a guy of his age, like in his 50s. He's got a good all over tan. I mean, it's kind of blood red at the moment, but he suggests he looks at you and says, both of these aren't going to end well for me, are they?
Don't think so.
What's the big secret?
What do you think it is, Mr. Suave?
I don't think it's anything to do with the CDC. Do you?
I don't think it's anything to do with you. Is the right answer.
Sorry. He coughs. He's over this. He's not resisting. You've knocked him back down to the floor. He's still conscious.
Should we try that again? What do you think this is, Mr. Suave?
That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
Oh dear, this is not going to end well, is it? I suppose I lend him. Dave, he's not being cooperative.
Mr. Suave, I think it's in your best interest if you listen to my colleague. Do you think you can do that?
I can shut up. I can shut up.
That's not going to be enough, Mr. Suave. You're going to need to listen and do what he says. Do you think you can do that, Mr. Suave?
What do you want me to do?
Well, I want you to go home and live the rest of your life as a happy man. Honest, Gov.
Okay.
All right. And I gag him and then I bang on the back of the thing so that I can get into the front. And I just leave him in the back, all tied up.
I'm going to put the Journey CD back on so that we can talk in private.
So I come out and I'm just like wiping my hands down with like a bit of his fucking shirt or something. Just throw it in the back, shut the door, go around and get in the...
Pat, at some point we're going to need to talk about excessive force and, sort of communication, planning, that sort of stuff. And now's maybe not the best time.
Got ya. So where are we going to dump his body?
Yeah, what actually happened back there?
Well, he doesn't seem to know anything about us. He does seem to be just a hungry journalist, but I don't like him. So where are we going to dump his body?
I think potentially we may not have needed.
It's a bit late now.
No, I'm completely with you. I'm on board. I see where we're at now. Where we are now, we're going to have to kill him. But in future, what I'm saying is, I don't think he knew anything, and we could have probably just left him alone.
I think he would have followed us and become a nuisance.
I'm
only thinking of the program.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I respect that. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned the program to you, but I do respect the
You'd have mentioned the program. You gave me the program fucking details on before we came here.
Did I do that?
Yeah. I didn't think I know what we're doing.
I think this might be why I'm not a detective anymore. I'm really good with the whole sort of fine detail thing. It's kind of eludes me these days. So
being nice to people you struggle with and all. It's not like resetting enough.
I used to have some people skills. Although I did all right knocking them out.
I was impressed. I got to be saying, Dave, that was one hell of a clock. I mean, I've never struggled that hard getting someone out of a motor.
Sucker punching an unarmed man is something they really focus on in the academy. So
I heard that. All police officers go through the same training.
Yeah, it's like, you stealth up. You've got to really sneak up on the tip of your toes so they have no idea you're there, and really just, think about that abusive family member as you drive in. Yeah,
I'll remember that for next time. Thanks for the words of wisdom.
that's all right. That's all right.
So what have we done with his body? Or should we leave him tied up and get rid of the other bodies and then go and burn this out somewhere with him in it?
I mean, we need to go check out this plane crash, right?
Right.
So maybe we could dispose of our rubbish on the way to the plane crash.
We've still got to get rid of the other bodies. I'm pretty sure they're not that bloody from him. But
No, I mean we'll go and deposit those ourselves now.
Yeah.
And then we'll drive this vehicle. Look, we'll just commandeer this vehicle and drive it off.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. All right. Let's do it then. We're driving to the Swedish.
Okay. After driving around in circles around Mill Creek for an hour, beautiful. Beautiful.
Can we go back and get his car? Maybe we do that.
Oh, you want his car now, do you?
Yeah.
It was pretty swish.
It was swish, wasn't it? I'll drive it up. You can drive this.
Go for it. Go back and get his car.
Not yet. We'll deposit the bodies. We'll go get his car.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll deposit the bodies and then we'll go to get his car. Yeah.
So, Swedish hospital. That is here, just off 128th Street. It's a large municipal hospital, and it's got a dedicated biosecure quarters. That's the best way of describing it. And you're under the impression that you're going to be meeting Roberta Kane there, who's going to give you a couple of mag passes to allow you to go in and out, and no one else will be able to get access to it because it's CDC only, and only to those with the correct mag passes as well. You asked for something reasonably secure. This is kind of the best you could do, but I think more importantly, it's biologically secure as well. It's kind of it's stuck in the middle of a building. You've got good access in and out. No one's going to bother you.
About that though, was she? Because when we were, we went to go visit the house that was all tented off. As soon as we were in the tent, she popped her suit off and was like, No,
she wasn't worried that it was a pathogen at all.
Yeah, so she's using that as a guise to get us sort of secrecy, really, isn't she?
Correct, and she's given you their facilities in the Swedish hospital. So the access to there has got its own dedicated access onto like a basement floor. Small doors, small double doors behind a small locked compound as well. So it's got very nice secure parking away from everywhere else, and a couple of double doors into like a dedicated suite. Are you going straight into that area? Because if you are, our friend Roberto is going to be waiting for you outside.
Yeah, we're gonna go speak to Roberta. Get the mag passes, so pull up as close to the secluded private entrance that we have.
Yeah, I'll stay with the bodies, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up so that we're basically ready to unload, hop out and greet Roberta. So
yeah, she asked if you want a tour, just like let yourself in. Basically, she kind of slings you two clip passes. They've actually got little IDs on them, but no, not photo ID, but they've got kind of like some CDC livery on one side, and then a mag strip, and what looks like a kind of a near field strip on the back as well. So there's a couple of bits of technology going on for access. It's not just credit card style. And she's got one, but she asks to use yours to open up the double doors. That doesn't suggest she doesn't have access, but it suggests that might be the case.
Only.
That might be the case. Depending on what your level of trust is with Roberta. So she does that. She takes.
I'm gonna ask her, as soon as she asks for my park, I'm gonna say, you don't have a key?
No, this is yours. That was the understanding, correct?
Thank you.
You can give me one of your spares if you want. You can give me one of your two.
No, I think we're gonna need them both. Sorry, but by all means, open the door for us now. That's great, thanks. And I'll prop over the key to her.
She whops it. The mag catch unchecks on the door, and she opens up 2 doors and puts them out on catches, so you can go up into a ramped entrance. From what you can see outside, it's a smallish facility. It looks like an emergency ward. You've got 5 or 6 screened areas off a main corridor, and then a room at the bottom behind another set of doors.
Does it look? How secure does it look? Does it look like we could lock someone up there?
Is there any morgue boxes?
There are. Roberta Kane confirms that through the double doors you've got like a secondary swipe, and then in there you've got morgue boxes and some chilled storage in there as well.
Have we got access to any drugs?
What do you want?
Oh, you're my kind of guy.
And Roberta does reiterate that she can't administer, but she could help you to. She could.
No problem.
She can't necessarily get hold of this stuff, but she could help you get in touch with people who could help you out.
So, I'm gonna say, Pat, would you mind if I had a couple of moments alone with Roberta, and you can set about unloading the van? Would that be all right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of like walk her, sort of, just start chatting some bullshit and start walking away and say, it's really interesting. I've never really thought much about, the CDC's sort of role in, basically just like talking some shit to her and walk her away, because I don't necessarily want her to see that we've got a naked, badly beaten, bound man in the back of the van along with the samples.
She laughs. She is, which is pretty warped, really, considering she talks you through what she's handed over to you. So she says, the room at the bottom of the corridor. So you've got an open access foyer, which allows you to conduct any kind of examinations and so on. The room at the back, again, is positive air. But the big thing that differentiates the room at the back from that main corridor with the little kind of screened areas off is that in the event of a fire, you can't get out. There's no like quick release on the door. So if you want anything kind of secured, that's the room to do it. You put it in there. You need a mag to get in and a mag to get out. You can't just pop a fire button. What's that?
I said, we've got a fucking cell here. We should be locking Enrique Suave up in our cell. It's perfect.
Can we just get a ton of luminol?
You won't need any luminol to find anything in the back of that van right now.
No, but if we dose enough luminol or phenobutyl, then we can just put him into an induced coma and just leave him there.
An induced coma? What do you think is it at the moment, dude?
He's gagged. That's not a coma.
Why are you so scared of finishing the job?
I'm not. I'm just. He's talking about locking him up. I'm ready to burn the van out with him in it.
So yeah, but basically, David has led Roberta away from the back of the van and the doors to give you a chance to offload our cargo without her seeing Enrique.
I'll check Enrique's tied up properly again. Maybe knock him out again, and then unload everything and put it into storage.
There's 3 morgue boxes, as you call them. And there's an examination table, and there's other kind of just general stainless steel racking in there, just all empty. It's all ready to be kind of used.
Set of tools and whatnot.
We
could just add him to the body list here. I could just slit his throat and just leave him on the slab.
One thing that
he needs to disappear along with his car.
Roberta wants to Roberta doesn't now initially thought you were joking and now doesn't really want much to do with being here. So she said, look, whatever you guys are doing, just, again, just keep this on the lowdown.
No, the whole idea was I said I wanted to just talk to her about basic CDC stuff and walk her away from the van so she wouldn't see that we had a badly beaten naked man there.
Oh, right.
I'm not trying to tell her that at all. I'm trying to shield her from that.
I thought you were being literal. So let me just rewind. So she goes on to say that so she goes on to talk about the technicalities of that back room. She said that anything that you put in there, whether it's a pathogen or anything like that, is in safe storage. It's humidity controlled. It's temperature controlled.
Digit?
And you can, if you get stuck in there, there is a telephone on the inside wall that you can call. But that would be the only way to get out unless you had security clearance. Whatever you put in there stays in there, and only you can get in there. And she goes on to say that while this is hunky dory, it might not be a bad idea to put a kind of 8-week limit on this, because after that time, we're probably going to want to retake the enclosure and clean it down. Just as kind of normal protocol.
There's no way we're going to be spending 8 weeks on this. We're going to have this wrapped up much quicker than that.
Well, whatever.
Look, it's been 2 days. We've crushed every lead. I'm not saying we're any further to
crushed every lead. Yeah, we've got threads about. We haven't crushed any lead. They're all just threads.
No, we've crushed them and destroyed any sort of usefulness.
And we've killed an annoying little fucking Spanish git.
He's not dead yet.
He will be.
Okay, so I'm going to say, Roberta, thank you so much for all your help. It's really appreciated. And if we need anything at all, we'll be in touch soon.
I'm keeping Digit, by the way. I'm not leaving Digit.
Put a good word in for me from the powers that be, because we're all in it together and we're all trying to pull the same way. And sometimes we
stay alert. We're all in it together.
Apart from Pat. And sometimes we need to call on the resources of your bosses rather than the other way around. So yeah, just put a good word in, will you?
Yeah, no problem. We'll do.
And she toodles off. Bye, boys. Good luck.
See you later, Roberta.
Okay.
So, Pat, I assume you put all the bodies in cold storage?
You've put himself on mute, so that's good.
Yeah.
I just took myself off of mute, but then put myself on again. I don't know what's going on. Right, so yes, I have put all the dead bodies in storage. In the morgue boxes.
Those are the only bodies, Pat. Right, let's go.
So far. And as I said, I'm keeping Digit. Digit is mine.
You're keeping Digit. Enrico Suave is dead? Question mark?
Not yet.
Not yet. You just put him into kind of cool storage.
No, he's in the van.
No, he's in the back of the van.
He's still in the back of the van, right? Okay. Right.
Yeah, when I went in there, I double checked that he was uber tired.
When you say I put all the dead bodies in somewhere, I don't know whether you're joking or being serious or whether I've missed something.
No, I just said I put all the dead bodies in the cool storage.
He's dead to me.
So, remind me where this plane crash was.
It was halfway between here and
Seattle.
I think it was. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look.
Seattle.
I can't remember.
Seattle.
How long a drive? How long a drive?
It was a few miles out of Seattle, that's for sure. It was top left of this one. It was Washington, outside of Washington. Where is that? Montana.
So we've got quite a way to go, really. Do we want to ring up? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go find a secluded place to give this fucker a Viking funeral.
Yeah, let's go.
Then we'll go and get his car. And then we'll go.
No, let's go get his car.
Yeah.
Give him and this van a Viking funeral.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back in his whip.
And go and maybe call up. Should we give a ring to Dino, blah, blah, and...
Yeah.
And Wells, or whatever they were called.
I think you should speak to them, though, because I'm not really a people person.
Oh yeah, and they haven't upset me yet, so I've got no reason to to bludgeon them to death.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Right, so on the way to get his car.
Yep, you're only like half an hour away from there anyway. 20 minutes.
That's fine. So we'll ring the first number that was given to us by Mr. Bark.
Ooh, Mr. Bark. This is Aaron Dino. If you remember, I think
Hang on, they told us that it wasn't worth speaking to Dino, right? It was that you wanted to speak to Barton and Wells.
Dino was, you were told, was retired.
Yeah.
But he was the head honcho. So yeah, maybe we'll start at the bottom of the list and work our way up to him if we need any clarification.
What's at the bottom of your list?
Wells.
Wells. Evelyn Wells, I think I said. Evelyn Wells.
Evelyn, even.
The phone rings out and then cuts to voicemail. Hi, this is Evelyn Wells of DBW. Please leave a message and I'll call you back shortly.
I just hang up this time. Yeah, I just hang up this time. Don't even leave a message. Try the next one.
The next one was Ted Belton. Rings, answers, Ted Belton from DBWB. DBW? Oh no, it's all gone to shit. Are you the guys with the dude in the van? Hi, yeah. This is Ted Belton from DBW.
Mr. Belton, sounds like you're confused this morning. Anything to do with the fire at your offices?
Yeah. There's a lot going on. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Agent Riggs. I'm with the and I shuffle around in my pockets. What's the first badge I pull out?
You need a badge, do you?
No. I just got to see if I'm FBI or CDC.
This is beautiful radio. This is radio. Isn't it?
Flip a coin.
CDC.
Right. This is Agent Riggs assisting the CDC in something going on here in Mill Creek. Have you got a minute to talk?
I do. Yeah. Sure. He just bear with me a minute. So you can hear him driving, and you can hear him kind of pull out. You can hear him pull off, and the driving noise reduces a little bit. It's like hit me, guys. We're a bit busy at the moment, a bit understaffed because we are off. We've got problems with our offices at the moment, so just have to bear with us.
Yeah, I've heard. Everything going okay there? I mean, what's happened?
Not really. There's a huge fire at the strip mall there, and it's taken out all our offices, and we're currently looking just to kind of like retrieve all the data that we had stored on cloud, and try and get back and running again. We've got to continue to bring the money in, but we can work remotely. Are you guys calling about the double murder in Mill Creek a couple of days ago?
I can't really say at the moment, as you can obviously understand. Just wanted a little bit of information from you as some of your guys of the cars you drive. Following up some leads in our current investigation, I understand that there was a gold Lexus. Sorry, 1 second, just going from my notes. You know how it is.
In what context, sir?
Okay, seems like due to some witnesses in the local area, there was a regular patrol of gold Lexus. I'm wondering if any of your guys were doing any work in the area. Just so obviously we can pinpoint what it was there for.
Do you want to meet face to face?
Can do. We're on a bit of a tight schedule. How's your schedule looking? There's a good bar downtown.
Free parking.
Although I understand the parking's a bit full at the moment.
Ted,
if you give us
Ted goes on to say, like, look, I'm sure this is all above board, but we've got our cozy little detective agency. and
it's very cozy at the minute. It's on fire.
It's all up in the air at the moment, and I just want to make sure that you are who you are. So that's
perfect. Understood completely, sir. Should we pick a location?
Yeah. There's if you fancy it, there's a cafe on 100 and actually there's a cafe on Airport Road if you want to go down there. There's it's called Dossers. It's a little bit out of the way.
Okay, one moment. Put him on mute. He wants to meet at a cafe called Dossers. Wants to make sure we know who we are. I think he might know who the Gold Lex is. Not sure. The acting's a bit shit.
When do you want to
meet? Soon. I mean, we can ploy that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, I'm working out my car at the moment, so at least it'll give me somewhere to stick around to afterwards. So do you want to get over?
You're on mute. I'm talking to Dave.
Yeah, I'm just talking anyway. It's funny, you can still hear you. It's weird.
Shit! Press the wrong button.
You've been private detectived.
Shit! The van's bugged.
Yeah, I mean, so we need to get rid of this car, Enrique's car, and then we go meet him. How about that?
Okay, cut the valve. Shall I say it, Dossers?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi there. Yeah, Dossers. 2 hours.
Sure. 3 o'clock. See you then.
Perfect. Lovely. See you. Bye.
How will I?
I'll be wearing a green tracksuit. No.
I'll be wearing a very wrinkly sports coat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're going to leave the episode there. What could possibly happen? A hog-tied Spaniard, a dishevelled Irishman, and a burnt-out homicide detective.
Burnt-out DM too.
Told you we was here to test you, not the other way around. Next time, I'll do
the shine. Look at the shine.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.